Today we're going to talk a little bit about Chicken Picks, the logo of which features my second favorite cigarette smoking spokesperson after the World War II era Gerber baby. But these are really cool picks that have a very unique thickness to them and feel, and it comes from the nature of their production, right? So it's called a thermosetting plastic. These are plastic picks. They kind of feel a little bit like the Stone picks, if you've tried those out before. And I am absolutely in love with the Jazz 3 version of this. Now, the way thermosetting works is basically it's just a way to get plastic super, super hard so it won't melt or be damaged or anything like that. So one thing that they advertise on their website is that it helps with hand fatigue. And that is actually the main reason this has become my go-to pick, the 2.0 badass Jazz 3 kind of shape of it. Now, the thickness of it is really great, and that's what where the hand fatigue thing comes in. Like if I'm playing, usually I've been a Jazz 3 player for a while, right? So if I'm playing a lot, eventually I'll kind of get fatigued in the kind of thumb joint from the pick, right? If I'm just playing a lot. The beautiful thing about these chicken picks is that they have the perfect hardness where it'll let you kind of glide through the strings. And that's what's different about the thermosetting plastic. Like this plastic is the same thing used in like high-end electronic isolation kind of materials, right? But the inventor actually kind of added some different elements to it where it has more of like a glossy finish that you can be used as a guitar pick, right? So basically I just want to kind of play a little bit with specifically the badass Jazz style picks. You can kind of hear the differences, right? So first I'll start out with a regular Jazz 3. And then I'll go to the chicken pick one. So the thing that I notice is there's a little more clarity with the chicken pick, but the tone isn't entirely different. And the thing about some of the boutique picks that are thicker, I feel there's a little bit of a brightness and a scratchiness that it adds to guitar sometimes. But this one actually, I feel, retains a lot of the tone of the Jazz 3 while it's not identical, but it has a different feel and it kind of cuts down on maybe some of the detractors of that kind of style. It grips really great. It has a logo on it has the logo on one side and it has the thickness of it. Again, this is a 2.0. They make a couple of them. I think 2.0 is like actually the thinnest one, but it doesn't feel thick in your hands too. They have a bunch of different sizes too. Like this is more of like a regular size pick. And I'm not a huge fan of the tone these get on acoustic guitar. Again, I like doing my demos on acoustic guitar because with an electric there are so many different variables that you have to worry about. This is just more of an organic way to hear the differences between picks. I kind of feel like... So here's the badass 2.0. And then if you compare that with the regular size chicken pick, and then with the Jazz 3. There's a little bit of string noise that comes with the regular size shaped ones, but for electric they're really good. And the edges are also kind of beveled, so the angle of the attack is very helpful, and they're very guitar friendly picks. So they're definitely something that I would recommend you check out because they're not super expensive and they're going to last a long time. Like they say they're going to last at least a year. I don't know, I'm not really a heavy-handed player, so I never really break picks anyways. But it's kind of nice having a pick that you can go to and instead of just kind of grabbing whatever's around. Like, I feel like ever since I started using picks that are like nicer picks, I lose less picks. If I'm just using whatever I have lying around and I don't care if I lose them all the time and I have to keep buying more of them. But if I have picks that I'm afraid to lose, all of a sudden I don't lose picks anymore. So that's just like another thing that you can kind of factor into it. But definitely check out Chicken Picks if you ever get a chance, because they're pretty cool. So the chicken pick. And then the Jazz 3.